Hello, welcome back. It's Rapid Regeneration. I'm David Escamilla. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not making any medical claims or claims about diseases. I'm just somebody who is on a mission to helping you. I happen to have expertise on the area of natural wellness, natural health, and how to solve problems naturally. That's what I did for myself after suffering for many years with health issues, feeling terrible, and I finally figured out the answers to reverse all of that and completely recover. I've seen it work on many individuals. Do I have all the answers? No. I'm still figuring stuff out. But I have uncovered some pretty amazing information. And so that's my goal, is to help you. Now this piece of data, I wish I had known this early on, because it would have helped me so much. And that is the secret behind which healthy fats to eat and the magical omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. Now, I hope I'm not overselling that or making that too grandiose, but honestly, this is a piece of the puzzle. It's a skeleton key that will unlock the results that you need. And we've talked about fats in other episodes in terms of maintaining balance, in terms of the macronutrients of fats, the role of fats, when to eat them, their essential role, but that you can go overboard, you can eat too much, and which foods have good sources of fat. But here's the thing, even if you understand that, and if you've taken the time to really educate yourself, and you've gone through these segments about foods, and now you understand where fats fit in, but without this data of the omegas, then even if you're doing the right things and you're not eating too much fat and you're eating the right kinds of fat, even that could be ineffective if you don't have this data about the omega-6s to the omega-3s. So this is a game changer. When I found this out, I think it took me 5 or 6 years to actually figure this out. And after I did, it was such a game changer. And when I implemented some of these changes, my energy went through the roof. Normally when I would eat a fatty meal, I would feel tired afterwards, maybe a little tired the next day in the morning. And after switching the omega ratio, I really just found my energy was just increased and throughout the whole day. So basically, I'm gonna just walk you through real quickly the science of omega-6 to omega-3s, and then the different foods that you can use strategically. So basically, here's the problem, is that the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3s is out of balance for many people. Most individuals are eating much too much omega-6s and not enough omega-3 fatty acids. Now, if this happens, then this individual runs the risk that their body gets out of balance in terms of the ability to control or alleviate issues with inflammation, okay, among other issues, but that's the main one, because omega-6 is pro-inflammatory. The body needs inflammation at some points, and so it basically promotes causing inflammation. Omega-3 fatty acids are anti-inflammatory. So this is to put it very simple. They have a lot of other functions as well, but basically if you get too much omega-6s, not enough omega-3s, you run the risk of causing an excess of inflammation in the body. And if you look around, I mean, at the general public and humans, it seems like most people could use some help getting relief from inflammation, anti-inflammatory help. And they don't need help to cause extra inflation. Inflammation. And so, yeah, I mean, it only makes common sense that this type of imbalance could create a big problem in the public. And here's the thing, is that if you look around, for example, if you look at the United States, the ratio of what people are eating is 10 to 1 omega-6s to omega-3s, or 20 to 1, somewhere between 10 to 20. 20 omega-6s to every 1 omega-3. So that's the ratio. So what is the magical omega-6 to 3 ideal ratio? I don't really know for sure. According to my research and my experience, it seems like a close to a 1-to-1 ratio is ideal. And so now there are people out there that will disagree with me on that. I know some people in the scientific, the mainstream scientific community will note that a 2-to-1 ratio is ideal, or some people say a 3-to-1 or a 4-to-1 ratio of omega-6 to omega-3. Okay, I tend to think it's closer to 1-to-1, and so do other people. But even if it is 4-to-1, and right now we're at, let's just say 15-to-1 on average in the US, you can see how that could be causing a major imbalance and a major problem. So, what can you do about it? Well, just know that, there's two sides of the equation. So, and unfortunately, it's not enough to just add in omega-3s if you're not going to reduce the number of omega-6s that you're eating. If you're eating excessive amounts of omega-6s, just know that the same enzyme in your body is going to break down both of them. So if you're adding a bunch more omega-3s, but you're still consuming a ton of omega-6s, that enzyme is liable to be used up by the processing of the omega-6s, and potentially not enough left over to then process the omega-3s. So you then have omega-3s that basically get unprocessed. And so basically you need to look at cutting down on the omega-6s being consumed and increasing the number of omega-3s that are consumed. So what foods are high in omega-3s? Well, you have foods like your fatty fish that are, and there you go. Now you can see the popularity of fish oil supplements. I prefer to consume a source that is plant-based, and that will avoid all the toxins that are in the oceans. And I like to use a mixture of chia seeds and hemp seeds or flax seeds. And what I do is I get a small seed grinder. It's like a coffee bean grinder. And you put some scoops of seeds in there. You grind it up into a powder. And then you add that powder to a smoothie, or you can add it to a dressing, or you can just add it to a bowl of fruit, You could even eat it like sort of like an oatmeal. But basically, when I discovered this, I kind of hit like a plateau, and I was actually eating a lot of avocados. And if you know my story about how I transitioned and everything, avocados were something that really helped me because I had intense cravings for fat and protein, and I didn't want to go to junk foods, and so I would eat a lot of avocado, and it really helped me. In fact, I completely healed and recovered while doing this. But then, while trying to get to the next level, because I wasn't satisfied just completely recovering from my health problems, I wanted to go to even the next level beyond that in terms of energy and awareness and expansion. And I felt like I was really in this plateau, and I intuitively felt that it was the avocado that was causing this. And I was thinking, I'm eating too much fat probably, but it wasn't just that. It was something about it. I would feel tired after meals. I didn't have just amazing dynamic energy that I wanted. And by the way, avocado has an omega-6 to omega-3 ratio of 17:1. And this was my main source of fat, really my only source of fat. Well, not the only one, actually. That's not true, but the main one. And so basically I made this switch to eating much less avocado, or really cutting it out a lot, and eating a lot more of chia, hemp, and flax seeds. And the results were just crazy. I mean, honestly, I no longer felt tired after a meal. I felt energized all day. The following morning, I had more waking energy than I otherwise would have if I had eaten avocado. And it was just a game changer. And I went to the next level, and then beyond went to the next level. But that really what was the stumbling block. It was holding me back. And figuring this out was just so amazing. And so give it a try for yourself, honestly, and see how you feel. And it doesn't mean that you can never eat foods that are high in omega-6s, and that all you can eat is these seeds, or fish oil, or whatever you're going to do. But it's just having that awareness. Okay, so lastly, I'm just going to list out the different nuts and seeds and the ratios. And if you ever want to reference this, if you're shopping or whatever and you forget, just go to rapidregeneration.com and just search omega in the search bar, and it'll pull it up. Okay, so here's the breakdown. So first we're going to start with the highest amount of omega-3s first, compared with 6s. So flax seeds are 1 to 3.9. For every 1 omega-6, there's 3.9 omega-3s. Chia seeds is a 1 to 3 ratio. Okay, so those are the seeds that have higher omega-3s. Then we're going to keep going down the list in descending order. Hemp seeds have a 3.2 to 1 omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. So that's why my personal favorite blend is chia and hemp seeds, because one of them is 1 to 3, the other one's 3 to 1. And so you get kind of that 1 to 1 balanced mix in there. It also tastes delicious. It has that kind of nutty, oaky, buttery flavor. And so I love chia and hemp seeds. Flax seeds I'm not as crazy about. I still eat those too sometimes though. Okay, walnuts, 4.2 to 1 ratio. Macadamia nuts, 6.6 to 1 ratio. But they're low in both omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. Pecans, 20.6 to 1. Pistachios, 49 to 1. Sesame seeds, 57 to 1. Hazelnuts, 90 to 1. Poppy seeds, 104 to 1. Pumpkin seeds, 114 to 1. Cashews, 126 to 1. I know. Don't shoot the messenger, okay? I'm just the messenger. Don't get mad at me. I didn't make up these ratios. Okay, pine nuts, 202 to 1. Sunflower seeds, 312 to 1. Brazil nuts, 664 to 1. And almonds, 2010 to 1. Man, I know, that's crazy, right? I like Brazil nuts too, and almonds and everything. I like all those nuts, and it doesn't mean you can never eat them. It's just having that awareness. Okay, here's some other foods just for reference. A couple of vegetables. Overall, they're still low fat, but high in omega-3s. Spinach is 1 to 5.4. Lettuce is 1 to 2.4. And zucchini is 1 to 1.7. All right, then let's look at your fatty fruits and some of your oils. Olives or olive oil is 10 to 1. Palm oil is 46 to 1. Grapeseed oil is 696 to 1. And coconuts or coconut oil is infinity to 0, because coconuts do not contain any omega-3s. So that's it. Now you know. And by the way, if you want to try out the hemp and chia seeds or the flax seeds, absolutely give it a try. These are low-cost foods, very dense, absolute superfoods. And just try it. Try throwing it in your smoothie, or just mix it in however you want. So you can make a dressing as well. rapidregeneration.com/seed grinder, because you really can't digest chia or flax seeds. Your body won't break them down. They'll come out the same way that they went in their whole seed form. So you need to grind them into a powder. You can also go to rapidregeneration.com/chia seeds, /hemp seeds, and /flax seeds. Definitely try it out for yourself. And I'm telling you, this was a game changer, absolute game changer for me. Since then, I've kept it up. I eat avocado occasionally now. I don't eat it all the time. And I notice a big difference. And I eat this blend of chia and hemp seeds basically almost every day. And I feel amazing. It satisfies my craving for fat, protein. I just find that it's really allowed me to find that balance, which I believe is close to 1 to 1. I wish I had known this. I really wish I had known this earlier. And so please stand on my shoulders, use my pain and suffering and learning things the hard way to make your job easier and to make it that much quicker and easier for you to achieve your health goals, close the gap between where you are now and where you want to be. I'm committed to helping you do that. It is my life's mission to help you do that. So if there's anything I can do to help you, please let me know. rapidregeneration.com. And there's a few last critical sections on food before we move on to other non-food techniques you can use. So if you've paid attention, if you've learned about all this food stuff, amazing. That's going to help you so much. And complete your understanding, do these last few segments, and then there's going to be some even more amazing information for you. Okay, bye for now.
For more information, please follow at Rapid Regeneration or visit rapidregeneration.com.